Before I start, just a little heads up. We're filming this in my hotel room in Germany while I'm at a press event. So if it looks a little different, don't panic. We will be back in the studio with real lighting really soon. This week in Las Vegas, Nevada, hot rod and muscle car fans from around the world are converging at the annual custom car show that is SEMA. SEMA, for those who don't know, stands for Specialty Equipment Market Association, and the show itself covers everything from custom parts for production vehicles through to one-off custom builds by boutique specialists, high-performance modders, restorations and hot rods. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this all means there's no place at SEMA for electric cars. After all, the hot rod and custom car world has traditionally been the world of gas-guzzling V8s and polished engines. In the last few years, however, there's been an increasing amount of electric vehicle content at SEMA, and this year both Ford and General Motors have revealed hot rod custom vehicles powered by all-electric drivetrains. While this might not be the first time we've seen a custom all-electric ride, GM showcased the one-off e-Copo Camaro muscle car at last year's show, I can't help but think electric drivetrains are here to stay in the hot rod and custom car world. And what's more, I think they're going to be embraced, and I'm going to tell you why. But before I do, let's look at Ford and GM's SEMA offerings for this year. Based on the current gasoline Ford Mustang, the Ford Mustang Lithium was the result of a collaboration between Ford and Tier 1 parts supplier Webasto. It features a dual-core electric motor powered by dual inverters and an 800-volt battery pack capable of providing up to 1 megawatt of instantaneous power. The Lithium is some beast. It puts out a claimed 1,000 pound-feet of torque, and it also uses a 6-speed manual transmission. I know, while there are those of you who are knowledgeable in the ways of electric motors, and you're probably going to dispute that gears are needed at all, I'd remind you at this point that this is a car designed to appeal to hot rod and performance enthusiasts for whom the presence of a stick shift is still desired and welcomed, maybe even necessary. As for GM's show vehicle, well, that's a restored 1962 Chevy C10 pickup that's been lowered and given the usual SEMA-appropriate trim and finish. But powering it is an all-electric motor capable of producing 450 horsepower, fed not but one, but two Chevrolet Bolt EV battery packs. Like the Mustang Lithium, it's a head-turner that will likely get quite a lot of attention throughout the show from hot rod enthusiasts who might not even realise it's electric. And with other custom electric vehicles also on show at SEMA, including a Porsche 911 ERWB conversion and a kit from Ching Mobility to turn a classic Chevy Camaro into a high-performance EV, the message this year is pretty clear. Like the mainstream auto market, electric vehicles are here to stay in the custom and hot rod world. So why roll out electric cars at SEMA? Why will these vehicles be embraced long term? And how will the custom and hot rod world look in the future? Essentially, electrifying hot rods and custom cars is the next logical step in an industry that's been upgrading vehicle components for newer and better ones for years. Hot rodding, with its roots in the days of prohibition, has always sought to take existing production vehicles and make them faster and better in some way or another. It is, after all, how we got the concept of crate engines, allowing owners to upgrade their vehicle's engine for a more powerful, more modern one. We all know that when it comes to instantaneous torque, electric motors win hands down over internal combustion engines. You only have to visit your local drag strip when electric vehicles are baiting the muscle car crowd to see that in action. So it makes sense that electric motors would have a home in a sector where total power output and torque is super important. And because for many performance fanatics the car's sprint time and top speed are super important and electric motors can help improve them, swapping from an internal combustion engine into an electric motor setup is not often just an upgrade, it's a major upgrade. Then there's the uniqueness of having an electric hot rod. Right now, hot rods that are powered by electricity, just like classic cars converted to run on the same, are something of a novel thing. And since part of the hot rod and custom car world is about having a vehicle that's unique and different, well, electric drivetrains fit right in there. As for the physical process of conversion, well, there are also bonuses there for the custom car world, since the mechanics of putting in an electric drivetrain is far less complicated than just trying to shoehorn in a larger internal combustion engine. With an electric vehicle conversion, the physical space taken up by the motor is far smaller than the old engine, and because batteries are usually modular, you can even improve the car's balance and handling by choosing where to put those battery modules within your vehicle. It's all part of an engineering puzzle that is something many custom and classic car fans really love. The thrill of figuring out where things go, making up adapters and spacers, and after hours and hours of trial and error, seeing your creation move for the first time. Then, of course, there's the future-proofing. Some countries around the world are readying themselves to ban internal combustion engine vehicles from certain cities, or are further restricting what vehicles can be driven and when, according to their fuel type and emissions. And in this case, an electric hot rod classic car or custom car conversion can ensure the resulting vehicle can be used for many years to come without worrying about existing or to come emissions regulations. In short, expect SEMA to become more and more electric car friendly as more and more people turn to plug-in vehicle tech. And as more and more production vehicles come to market with electric drivetrains, so too do the number of spares and used parts that can be used in one-off enthusiast projects. I mean, there are entire teams devoted to reverse engineering motors, battery packs and power controllers from production electric vehicles in open source projects so that they can be used in conversions and hot rods. Electric drivetrain swaps are no longer undesirable or out of reach for hot rod and custom car fans. Sure, there will always be vocal opponents of such conversions, and some people will literally just complain about the lack of an exhaust tone. But I think the conversions are here to stay. After all, as most people who have been pinned to their seats under heavy acceleration in an electric car will tell you, the sheer acceleration is more than worth giving up the exhaust roar for. That's it. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to help us make more videos like this, please do like, comment and subscribe. Send us a couple of dollars our way every month through Patreon, feed our coffee habit and support our LA Auto Show coverage with Ko-fi, or visit our swag store. I'll be back soon with more content for you all to enjoy, but until then, keep evolving.